Manchester United made the obvious bad choice of letting David De Gea go to bring in Andre Onana. Andre Onana's tenure at Manchester United clearly has been so poor, but this form that he has in Manchester United is not just about bad form. There are certain foundational things about Andre Onana's game that will not make him a success in the Premier League, that will not make him a success at Manchester United. Now, this summer, Manchester United fans are clamoring that it's not just about getting strikers, but about getting a good goalkeeper. Now, the names that have been touted in the media by prominent journalists that are names touted to replace Andre Onana, having done an extensive analysis on these players, it looks that Manchester United, as regards the goalkeeping situation, is in a mess. There are a lot of deficiencies in these keepers that are being mentioned. That's to say, Manchester United seriously is in a mess. Guys, let me take you through, having done an extensive study on these goalkeepers, the obvious positives of their play and the obvious deficiencies of their game. Let's drop into it. Firstly, let's look at Emiliano Martinez, best goalkeeper in the world in the year 2023, in the year 2024. You can look at it that he has Premier League experience. These are the positives. He is in the age, 32 years of age, where you can say goalkeepers are at their prime, and he has clearly an obvious, understanding of the game. But the reality is, although there are those good sides, there is still one particular part about Emiliano Martinez. Emiliano Martinez is a goalkeeper that has the ability for great genius and great disaster. This is a goalkeeper that you don't know what comes up. You don't know what you will get the next morning. Although he's 32 years of age, there is still that unpredictability in his game. Can he be amazing this game, but be so much terrible the next game in terms of man-made errors, in terms of, having a yellow card, in terms of even getting a red card occasionally. So there are a lot of things. Good mindset, good mentality, but the mentality of Emiliano Martinez, for me, is not the mentality that a goalkeeper should have. A goalkeeper, in my opinion, should be the calmest in the pitch, because the goalkeeping position needs to be very, very calm and stable. But Martinez is not stable. Martinez is not calm. Although the mentality is good, in terms of winning mentality, in terms of being, being pompous, being, having that raised shoulder, which is good. But also, I don't think it's the right thing for a goalkeeper. And I feel this is one of the downsides to his game. Another downside of his game, which Man United fans have clearly seen, is the fact that the price touted for Martinez at 32 years is impossible. It's too much for a 32-year-old goalkeeper playing for Aston Villa. That price is too much. I know the Premier League tax is there, but I feel if Man United, should look closely into it based on what I've said about the positives and based on what I've said about the negatives. The second goalkeeper that has been touted by journalists for Manchester United is Marco Cananeschi from Atalanta. I had a lot of rave about the guy, and I dig deep and I went into my analysis, and I can tell you Marco Cananeschi for Aston Villa is a no-go area for Manchester United. This guy is Onana Pro. I don't want to believe what people are telling you. Check him. People are bringing out stats. Yes, it could be nice, but in football, stats are very good. But what is supreme is the eye test. This guy can't catch a ball. 90% of this guy's ball is punching. When you look at Andre Onana, one of the major reasons why Onana will not be successful in Manchester United, one of the major reasons why I give up on Onana is his inability to catch the ball. Even balls that are not strong, balls that are not short, Onana will parry it. In the Premier League, you should not the Premier League, but My United fans, the moment you have the tendency to always parry the ball and give opposition a second chance, you will get a lot of rebounds, and you will have a lot of goals conceded. So I feel Marco Cananeschi doesn't even have a good ball distribution. This is a player that cannot distribute long, and we know that we don't have the defenders to build up play, and we need a goalkeeper that at least has a very above average long range distribution, and he doesn't have it. So I don't know where the hype is coming from. I feel, and I'm saying it boldly here, Marco Cananeschi for Aston Villa appears to be an Onana Pro Max. Stay clear. The third goalkeeper that has been mentioned is Diogo Costa. I think we did a lot of analysis of him years ago when we did 8 months scouting on him. That's Manchester United, and at the 9 minutes we went for Andre Onana, but I can say one of the things that put me off from Diego Costa, which I still see currently in his game, although he has a lot of prospects, although this guy is very good when it comes to keeping the penalties. I've had a lot of penalty saves in the past. Although this guy appears to have the build to have that domineering stature in the box, but this guy loses concentration like no man's business. And at Manchester United, you need goalkeepers to have high concentration. There are two words that describe goalkeepers in terms of temperament: concentration and calmness. The guy appears to be calm, but he lacks in concentration. And this could be because Man United goalkeeper, obviously in the right conditions, not looking at last season, but our goalkeepers are goalkeepers that might not even get action or should not even get action for like 50 minutes of the game. But, in just 1 minute, you could be attacked. And if you have slept and you have lost concentration for the 50 minutes, how then can you regain concentration when you are tested once? And that could even be the match-defining moment for either we will get a win or a draw. And I feel we need a goalkeeper of concentration. And Onana also doesn't have concentration. When you see Andre Onana, he appears to be playing like a school kid. So I don't know who is doing the scouting, but I feel we should stay clear from Diego Costa purely because he has the prospect, but I don't know how you train concentration into a goalkeeper at that age. So guys, let me have your opinion on who you think. If there's a goalkeeper that you've seen that you feel could be a better choice of replacing Andre Onana, drop it in the comment section. Let's have that discussion. Let's do the analysis. Until we see you next time. Bye.